we're in.
Kia ora, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at the end, and thank you so much for being part of KiwiRPG Week 2026. Yeah, it's been an amazing one. I think this is the third one I've been at least somewhat involved in organizing, and it's probably been the biggest one as well for us. There has been so much work that needed doing behind the scenes, and we'll come to giving everyone their proper thanks a little bit later. Fellow committee members, what have you guys been enjoying this week? A lot of you have been on streams, a lot of you in chats. Yeah.
I think I've caught every stream this week.
Hey, incredible.
That's amazing.
I feel weird, like I need to go out and get exercise.
Well, as someone who's been involved in every stream today, which I think today was our longest day. Maybe Sarah had one that was longer. We've split up the work across the week. I also feel like I want to go for, God, my back hurts. I've just been in this chair too long today.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd go for a run, but my back hurts too much to run. So maybe I'll just go for a brisk walk and then lay down and sleep for forever. But I think I really not forever, you know, until the body recovers.
Until KiwiRPG Week next year, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sarah says they had two panels and one AP day, and so this was a 2 AP and 1 panel day. So I think that unless your panels were long, I think we still eked out on hours today.
Yeah.
I think we're pushing you over by doing this. So really, this is your victory lap over Sarah.
This is it.
But it's been really busy for all those reasons, but also it's been a really delightful to see what everyone's got going on. Like, I feel like this year, you know, I was behind the scenes practically all of last year, and then I was involved, but mostly just as a single actual play the year before. And this year, I feel like I can see so much more of what's going on, and it's not just because of my involvement behind the scenes. Just like I feel like we've got more people who are part of it, because we got like a bigger surface area to it. There's just been more events to it, and I've really enjoyed every panel I've been able to tune in for. Has been like incredible. I get to listen to the Maori creators chat twice, because I was there when we recorded it, and then I was there when it was live, and like both times I'm like just like pulling new information out of it. I'm like, oh, it's a really well considered thought, and I'm glad we have people who are saying and talking about all these things, right? So and the game's a bit great too. Being behind the scenes for a lot of them just means like I'm a necessary fly on the wall, but that also means I'm a fly on the wall, and I can like hang out and see what's going on. So it's been great.
My perspective has been I haven't been able to watch all the stuff, and honestly, I mean, sometimes even trying to get into the panels I'm into has been a chore, because I've gone, oh, what's the link? But I will tell you, I think this setup we've got this year, this way we've done it, the number of things we've had going on, the number of people who've been coming up and offering to do things like put together contributions to bundles, do actual plays, be part of panels, and just sort of this sort of conflation of ideas and thoughts and practices is a great template for the next year. I think we should do what we did this year and do it again next year. Obviously mix up some topics and whatever, but this was really successful, I think. And my other thought about it was, it's kind of cool that it's happening at the same time as Matariki, but also I think that there's an element of, you know, we are identifying ourselves as belonging to this particular country where we're in, this community, this culture, in a way that I think it is hard to do if you just travel to Australia for a convention or pop over to the UK or the US. I really feel it's meaningful. It's good that we're doing it. So congrats on all of you for your particular contributions and things. This committee is super productive. I feel way slack whenever I see the things they're doing. People are like, oh my gosh, this stuff is good. So it is definitely being noticed, and I think that the attendances and stuff, we already said we've got good numbers and stuff too, right? So good stuff.
Yeah, I've been blown away by the breadth of games, of panels, of things that people have been putting out. Yeah, it's just been fantastic to see. And as you mentioned, Matariki, it's always been a aim of reflection and thinking about going forward. We're probably not going to do the reflection in just yet because we're all really run ragged by the end of this week. But we will be starting to think about, what lessons we can take from this year going forward into next year and beyond, and how we can do even more to present New Zealand's TTRPG scene to the world. So, folks, and please do sound off in what you've enjoyed, what you want to see more of, what other areas you think we can try and cover, and the more we hear, the longer we have to plan for next year. Anyone have any other thoughts around what they think we should do more of?
Yeah, not that I want to be more tired, but I do feel like we squeeze a lot into 1 week, right? And I really want us to be able to also spend some more effort outside of KiwiRPG Week for the community to get more of these sort of cool bundles and game jams and whatever people feel would actually help them as a creator. I'd just love to do more of that stuff throughout the year.
I like the fact that we've been so able to use the Twitch account and sort of stream all these things out and get that out there. I don't want to stop doing that kind of stuff. I think we should be doing not a whole weekly schedule, but I mean, like, it could be cool if like once a week or a couple of times a month we had a thing, or we could set these things up, even if it's short run. Wouldn't say the actual plays, but like these conversations. I think they're really good, and if you bring people on and we can have that kind of moment where you can sort of tune in, see what's going on, drop out, it's all good. But an hour or two, I would be happy to see that happen, because I think limiting all this effort and all of this, technical throwing things together and saying, well, that was good for another year, seems kind of sad. So we should maybe think about whether we can do more of that.
It's a good one. Sarah has in chat. I would have loved to included interviews. I was just thinking, just during our panel discussion just before this, that like there were so many stories, Cam, that you were sharing, Vex, that you were sharing, where I was like, oh man, like I would love to just like, let's just like, unfortunately with the panel, we have a topic, like a clear topic that we're talking about. And like, we can't just like dig into a particular, bit. But like, interviews would be a great thing to be able to like talk with different members of the community, because we've got just such a wealth of knowledge and experience, and like some of that has happened in the past and some of that is happening now. And like people being able to talk to current things that they're working on and what they've learned about them, or just like about themselves. And also like things, there's just so much knowledge and experience, and being able to like hear from people and tap into that more. I agree. That'd be incredible. I'd love that.
Yeah, because I realized that when I was hosting my panel, it's like, oh, that's so much I want to drill down to. But even with just 2 guests on that panel, it felt like so the time just went so quick. Between that.
Yeah, I actually, in my first draft of the agenda for that panel, the first question I had was to like set the tone, and it was just going to be like, tell me the story of the best or worst playtest you've had. And I was like, this is going to go so off track.
Partly because like you gotta load so much context to have that make sense, because you have to like, okay, well I have to tell you about this thing so you know why this is so crazy.
Credit to me for killing my darling by removing that question.
Yes, very much so. I also thought, honestly, I mean, if there's a part of me that sort of wants there to be a physical in-person KiwiRPG convention that is like all of Aotearoa, not just like a regional thing. It's because Capcom and Convergence, other ones are really cool, and I love the fact that we have them. But man, it would be cool to just say, hey, we're all gonna come up to Auckland, which is a great town, and you should all come up to this city. It's where I live. But going to one location and having that and knowing that it's this sort of vibe is to me would be cool. Kind of a mix of panels and playtesting and actual plays and streaming it out to people who can't attend. But there's a part of this whole thing where I felt like I really wanted to be like popping out to like a pub afterwards and having a chat about what we just did, and then going to a game or something and being on site somewhere feels different from the sort of the virtual thing. Not that there's anything wrong with this has been amazing, but I mean, like a kind of a counterpart. It's that sense that the community continues to exist beyond just the screens.
Yeah. All right. Well, best of luck organizing an in-person Cam.
Cam, you volunteered.
Yeah, I'm going to see how Chaosium Con does this year because I'm a guest there. I know all the people organizing it. I'll just say how much of a disaster was this to plan out, especially in Wellington. But man, it'd be cool because I can't go to the US anymore. It's too much of a thing to do. So I miss having my 4 days of something.
Yeah,
so I gotta get it back.
I mean, I would love to see that. I've really enjoyed the conventions I've been able to attend in the the last few years already, and if there's any one focus that I would love to see there that it hasn't been, it's like all of these have been more like focused on playing games, but like I would love to have some panels and talks about working in like design and some conversations around that.
Get more artists and people. I mean, there's some aspects of our games. I mean, Kelly and I have been working on something, and Kelly's been doing amazing sourcing of getting artwork and stuff for it. And I think that kind of stuff we don't hear a lot about that. It's because that's a part of publishing. And it's not playing a game, but editors. We've done the playtesting, which was really valid part of the sort of the scope of what happens with games, but also, man. This country produces some incredible artists, and it would be cool to have like an artist alley of people who you can kind of network with. That kind of thing would be neat.
Yeah, Reefy workshops. Yes,
Workshop
God, would be so good.
Well, also to piggyback on the playtesting ideas, like I think it's Wellycon that has a dev room where you can just bring in development games and get feedback from other people in the industry. That would be amazing to have as well. But to your idea, Cam, of more things outside I know that we're going to try and keep the blog posts going
Cool.
at the very least throughout the year. So if you've enjoyed those, if you're someone who doesn't want to get on camera, that's more than fair enough, and that's a way you can contribute to KiwiRPG. And yeah,
we've had some really fascinating blogs already, and I will say that's something we talked about a little bit earlier in the planning, but then like we didn't really start moving on until pretty close to the week.
I was so put anything together for a blog.
That just makes me, as far as feedback for next year and like for the year in between, like I think there's a lot of fertile ground as far as like topics people would be interested in talking about and like sharing about, that we just with the time pressures this time around we didn't have space for. But
yeah, and I'll try use this to transition into the thanks. Poor Reefy wrangling everyone for the blogs. You absolutely were an atlas there.
Yeah,
incredible.
Reefy did amazing at that.
Effort, and that's a double down on why I feel so badly that I didn't put one together in the end because I couldn't get myself to get it in place. But I was like, man, this would be so cool. It's being so well handled that you feel like bad, but if it's an ongoing thing, then heck yeah, let's get more blogs.
And similarly, Zero absolutely carried us on the streaming front along with David, both being a key organizer and in hosting half the streams that happened this week. It's You've done a phenomenal job. Everything's gone so smoothly, notwithstanding our our panels on a blooper. Morg as well. The comm side of things have been absolutely amazing as well. Thank you for staying on top of that before, during, after Kiwi RPG Week. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's been on a panel as well. Thank you to everyone who's come along to watch and who's chatted. And it's just been such an amazing week this week, and I'm so happy with how it's gone. I don't think we could have asked for more, both from the Ease people and for a better result.
And I couldn't have asked for better people to do it with.
Oh. And yes, of course, thanks to the committee members, everyone who's here, and Reefy, and you guys have done some amazing work too, and I'm sure we're all going to go into hibernation for a bit.
Go sleep like a log.
So next committee meeting tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
We did say we'd have one soon after Kiwi RPG Week, right?
Yes.
I don't know if we set a date for that.
I think it's end of this month, start of next month. Give us all a wee bit of a break.
Nobody's optimist cares about that.
That's
part
a decent
of it.
break.
One of the bits of feedback, or one of the bits of advice we had from the playtesting panel just now, was that you want to try to get feedback as soon as you can after the event. So I don't know. Maybe we should try to schedule something for later this week or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll put that burdens on the audience. So everyone give us feedback. Come onto the Discord. Come and give us feedback.
Yes.
We should actually copy the entire chat of this stream and put it in a document.
Oh, 100%.
There's lots of good stuff in there.
Send letters to Cam, whose address is...
Doxed online. Thank you, Kelly.
No better way to do it.
Yeah.
I think we'll start wrapping up there, and I'll take us out with the karakia. Tuia ki runga, tuia ki raro, tuia ki roto, tuia ki whao, tuia te haere tangata, turutu o whiti, whakamai kia tina, huie, taikie.
Thank
Thank you all so much for coming, and thank you all for making this an amazing week. We'll see you all next year.
Next year. Bye.
Bye.